Hi there, this is Lisa, your instructor. It was brought to my attention that some of you may not be familiar with creating a screenshot. And if you've started to look through the course, you have probably noticed that a lot of what you will do, at least within the online typing program we use, will require you to take a screenshot and to submit it to me. So what I'd like to do is to take a few of your minutes to go over the process, just in case you aren't familiar. But first of all, this is my family, our two daughters in the middle. Just like to brag a little first. So there are 3 different ways you can do this. I use a Windows PC with Microsoft Office installed. Most of these techniques will work with different versions of a word processing program and with any version of Windows. So I haven't actually completed a test, but I did go to the site. So we will, for this moment, pretend that this is my typing certificate. So if I need to record this to submit, there are 3 different common ways to do this. The one tool that's probably the most basic, I went down to my search bar and I started to type in SNI, and because I do use this frequently, it pulled up what's called a snipping tool. So when I select that, you will see this little toolbar that popped up. This gives you the options you need to record an image from your screen. So what I'm going to do is click New, and then you will see my screen is grayed, sort of, it's faint. And my cursor is a crosshair. So I'm going to take my cursor and with my left mouse button, I am going to drag my cursor through the part of the screen I want to capture and then let go. Once I let go of my mouse, the snipping tool window opens and it has a recording, or it has a screencast of what I had drawn my mouse around. So at this point, I can save it. And I would recommend choosing a name that means something to you. Key 101, week 1, assignment 2, and saving it, moving forward, because you just don't know. You may turn something in and something goes wrong. So it's a good idea just to keep it at least until we get through the course. It's also a good idea to keep one of these certificates on file so when you get to career prep, you have record of your typing speed. Hopefully you'll have one from the beginning of the term, and then your one at the end will show a lot of improvement. So you can name it, you can save it. Once it's saved, then you can just click the option in Canvas to upload it to me. The other 2 things you can do, I'm not going to save it, but I recommend you do. Next thing I'm going to show you can involve using Microsoft Word. Actually, you could use any word processing program you want. So with Word open, or whatever word processing program you use, I'm going to minimize it, and I'm going to make sure that the typing certificate is open next or right behind Word. And then from within Word, I can go to Insert, Screenshot. For whatever reason, my actual screenshot is dark. Screenshot would take the whole entire window, every part of that window that's open behind this document. I'm just going to do a screen clipping because for whatever reason my screenshot doesn't like internet right now. And it works the same as the snipping tool. The screen's grayed. I have a crosshair for a cursor. I use my left mouse button and I drag through. This time we'll pretend I want to take more. So then it takes that and it will put it into my Word doc. Right now, I could save this as a Word document. Once again, I recommend naming it and saving it appropriately. Or I can, with this picture selected, I can right-click and then I can save it as a picture. So you can save it as a document, you can save it as a Word document, whichever one is easiest for you. As long as you're naming it appropriately and saving it appropriately, it's all good. So I'm just going to delete that. The other thing you can do with that window open, on your keyboard, most keyboards do have it. It's called a print screen button, capital PRT, capital SC. So if I press that button, Now I use a funky screencasting tool to make my videos for you, so that's why it kind of looks the way it does. But what that print screen button does is it takes a picture of your screen, it makes a copy of it, it stores it on your clipboard, so then you can go into whatever word processing program you use, and you go to wherever you find paste, or you can do Control V, which will paste. It's going to put a copy of that in your document. And just like using the tools from it within Word, I can now save it as a document, or I can click the picture and save it as a picture. 3 different ways. Many of you may already be familiar with this, but for those of you who have not used it before, I wanted to go over it specifically to address that question. So let me know if there is anything else I can do for you.